Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's session, I will explain you why Java is required or why Python is required for Selenium. Everyone is saying that Java is required for Selenium, Python is required for learning Selenium, C# is required for learning Selenium. But why exactly we required these languages to work on Selenium? I'll explain you one general example which helps you to understand this concept very clearly. Just see guys, let me give you one example. Assume that there is a one application. Assume that there is a one application. In this application, we have many elements. Like, see, what all the elements we have? Like, we have a user ID. This is the login page, guys. See, user ID, then password, user ID, password, and login button. User ID, password, and login button. Understand? So now, as a manual tester, I need to test this application manually. How can we test this login functionality manually as a manual tester? First, I'm entering user ID. Then I'm entering the password. I'm clicking on login button. Once I click on login button, I'm verifying whether inbox page is displaying or not. If inbox page is displaying, I can say that yes, login functionality is working fine. If inbox page is not displaying, I'm confirming that login functionality is not working fine. This is how, as a manual tester, I'm testing the login functionality of the application. The same login functionality now I would like to test with the help of the Selenium. With the help of the Selenium, I would like to test the same login functionality. But before explaining this, let me give you one statement. Tell me whether the statement is true or false. My statement is every product in the world is dependent. Yes, of course, every product in the world is dependent. Kishore, can you give us some examples? See, if I purchase the marker, once I buy the marker is not directly writing on the board. I need to give the instructions to marker to write on the board. When I buy the car is not directly taking me to my office every day. I need to give the instructions to car to go to the office. Since marker is dependent, your car is dependent, your bike is dependent. Since every product in the world is dependent, in the same way, every automation tool also is a dependent. What is the meaning of dependent? Automation tool cannot perform testing on the applications independently. As a manual tester, independently I'm performing testing on the application, but automation tool cannot perform testing on the applications independently. So we have to give the instructions to automation tools to perform testing on the application. I hope you understand, guys. Automation tools cannot perform testing on the applications independently. We are giving instructions to automation tools to perform testing on the applications. How we are giving instructions? Very simple. In manual testing, independently I enter user ID, but in automation testing, I'm giving instruction to Selenium to enter user ID. I'm giving instruction to Selenium to enter password. I'm giving instructions to Selenium to click on OK button or login button. I'm giving instructions to Selenium to verify whether inbox page is displaying or not. So these instructions I'm not giving in English or in Telugu or in Tamil or in Kannada. In these languages, we are not giving these instructions. Even Selenium can't understand our instructions in our local languages. So Selenium can understand these instructions, any of these languages called what? Java, C#, Python, PHP, etc. In these languages, we can give the instructions to Selenium to test the application. In most of the projects, we are using Selenium with Java, and in some projects, we are using Selenium with Python. I hope you understand why Java is required for Selenium, why Python is required, why C# is required for Selenium, because Selenium is the dependent. It cannot perform testing on the applications independently. So we have to give the instructions to Selenium to perform testing on the applications in any of these languages. These languages, Java, C#, Python and all. Now let's run this program now. When you run this program, by executing the first line, what is the first line? This is the instruction we have given to the Selenium to enter user ID. See, understand, Selenium is entering user ID now. Selenium is entering password, Selenium is clicking on login button, and Selenium is verifying whether inbox page is displaying or not. But Selenium is not performing all these actions independently. We give the instructions to Selenium to perform all these actions by these languages, by using these languages. In very simple words, in a generic example, Selenium is nothing but vehicle and Java is nothing but driving. Without knowing driving, there is no use of vehicle. In the same way, without knowing the Java or Python or any of these languages, we cannot work on Selenium. But Kishore, Selenium required these languages. So I will use QTP. So what is QTP? QTP is also a tool. QTP is also a tool. So what QTP? QTP also cannot perform testing on the application independently. We have to give the instructions to QTP. But QTP cannot understand instructions in Java, C# and all. QTP can understand the instructions in VB scripting. So if you would like to work on Selenium, you should be comfortable with any of these languages. If you would like to work on QTP, you should be comfortable with VB scripting, guys. So you can't escape from these languages to work on any automation tool. Thank you for watching.